Stephanie Dobson is back with us again this week. Stephanie is a local lawyer and mediator, and we've been chatting for several months now about different aspects of divorce. And today, Stephanie, we're talking about marital mediation. Can you tell me exactly what that is?
Sure. So mediation we've covered in another segment, and that's really where I, as a neutral third party, are helping families to resolve their disputes. Divorce mediation, you can think of it as how to get out of a relationship effectively and respectfully. Marital mediation, by contrast, is how to actually stay married and how to stay in a relationship. So it's for families who feel stuck or they feel like they need to reach agreement on how their relationship is going to continue in order to get their relationship either back on track or to stay on track.
So what are some of the topics that marital mediation could end up resolving, Stephanie?
Well, as in any mediation, the topics themselves are always up to the couple. So it's not the mediator's role to come up with the topics. The couple will come to me with issues that they want to resolve. So it might be specific things that are in dispute, or it might just be things that they want to work out for the future. So things like, how is the family going to operate their finances? How is the household going to run? And parenting related things, who's going to do what? What's that division of the roles going to be? And how to effectively communicate. And last but not least, even how to deal with their assets and debts going into the future.
So how would this be different from counseling, Stephanie, when you're doing this type of mediation and discussions? How is that different from going to an actual counseling session?
Sure, and it can be confusing. At the very end of the day, I am a lawyer and mediator. I'm not a counselor. And so therefore, I don't do counseling. What I do is help families in this role is to help families to stay together by teaching them skills and to help them to adjust their behavior to create a solid foundation for them working together into the future. So what they're doing is at the end, they're creating some mutual understandings. And coming out of it, they'll be reaching agreement. So it's concrete, actionable steps as to how they will actually be parenting and managing their relationship into the future. So if you think about it like a rule book, if you're going to be playing a board game and you've got a set of rules that you're both going to be following as you're going through that board game that you're playing, it's the same thing out of marital mediation. So we're going to have a rule book, and this is how the couple is going to basically, with of course a little bit of flexibility, but basically going to be operating their relationship into the future in order to stay married.
So why would couples want to be involved in this as compared to going a different way, Stephanie?
As opposed to going a different way, as in the therapy?
Yeah. What's the advantage, I guess? Why would they want to be involved in marital mediation?
Well, what we want to do is to distinguish it from therapy, and that reaching agreements is what we're trying to do is to help people to create that really healthy relationship and to stay married.
Now, if families want more information, what is the best way to go about doing this? Because, we've talked about a lot of subjects, Stephanie, and obviously, as you said, this whole thing can be confusing. So if they would like more information, what is the best way to even start getting involved or get a session set up to go through the marital mediation?
So as always, people can go onto our website, so that's henkadivorce.ca, or they can call our office 780-875-2234.
Okay, Stephanie, well, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We've had a lot of people that have come forward with, messaging us or messaging yourselves saying, hey, there's stuff that we want to talk about or we want to learn about. If somebody has something specific for you that they would like you to talk about in an upcoming session, one of these interviews, what's the best way to reach out? Can they just go through the website as well? And are you open to taking suggestions from people about different issues?
Actually, Stacey, that's the entire goal of this series, is to create that engagement and to have people get their questions answered in a simple and easy way, and kind of a fun way a little bit. And we want families to contact us and to tell us what they'd like to hear as far as upcoming segments. So they can go onto our website. There's a contact form on every page of our website, and there's specifically, if you head to the TV series itself, there's all the history of all of our segments with the TV studio. And there's also a contact form on there as well that they can, and that'll reach directly to our office. And I think as well, Stacey, people have been contacting yourself or NewCap through social media to suggest some topics. So I think we're creating some great engagement in the community.
All right, Stephanie. Well, once again, thank you for joining us again. I never thought when we started this series that there were so many different aspects involving divorce and mediation, but every week it's been something new and different. So thank you for taking the time as well, because I know this is a very tough area for a lot of families going through it, and especially trying to go it while navigating through a pandemic as well. So it's been very helpful, and just, thank you once again for reaching out so we can get this started and going and giving people the information that they need to get some of these issues dealt with.
Yeah, and you know what, Stacey, it's interesting you say that, because we had started out just with thinking that this was going to be, 2 or 3 segments, that sort of thing, and then it gained in popularity, and you and I have had a lot of fun doing it. So thank you again for having me.
All right, thanks, Stephanie, and we will talk to you again next week.
Okay, thank you.